What's going on, everyone? My name is Nicholas Merton here from DataDash, and I hope you all are having a fantastic day wherever you are, because in today's sponsored review, I want to spend some time to talk about one of the leading projects in the crypto and Web3 industry when it comes to the topic of artificial intelligence, or AI. Today, we're talking about none other than ChainGPT. Now, you've possibly heard about ChainGPT over the past few months as it's been picking up a lot of traction, but we also discussed ChainGPT back during our GT Protocol review back in January, as GT Protocol is one of the core launchpad projects on the ChainGPT Launchpad. So I want to do a deep dive today talking solely about ChainGPT. I want to talk about the range of services that it offers that makes it a leader when it comes to AI in the Web3 space, and outside of that as well, talk about the core token in this case for ChainGPT and how it plays an integral role in the adoption of its services, serving as a utility token primarily. We get a lot to unpack here in today's video, so if you happen to enjoy it, consider dropping a like, and let's go ahead and kick things off. So I want to start by talking about the array of services that ChainGPT offers. It's not a one-trick pony, whereas many AI services are focused on providing one particular thing, whether that's text prompting or image generation, and now what we've seen recently with Sora, in this case through OpenAI, with video generation. There are a whole different range of services you're going to be able to utilize AI for. But ChainGPT offers a whole range of custom-built solutions for the Web3 space that allow you to access these all from within one platform. The key area here that allows you to access a whole range of market data and core AI solutions is its chatbot, where you can not only have a general assistant, whether that's for trading in the market, but beyond that as well, being able to access its tools like its smart contract generator and smart contract auditor. This to me is a very big deal because a lot of the cryptocurrency ecosystem is built around EVM compatible smart contracts. These are contracts that are built in Solidity and can be utilized in the Ethereum network, Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, Optimism, Arbitrum, you name it. Optimism and all these different L2s utilize EVM compatible smart contracts. So for example, if I wanted to launch a DataDash token for my community, I wanted to have a set name, token symbol, a fixed supply, or give it minting or burning capabilities to variate the supply over time, or if I wanted to adhere to various ERC standards to give it new functionalities and use cases, I can do all that in plain English without the need for not only a Solidity developer, but along with that, an even more expensive and time-cumbersome process, the process of auditing that smart contract. So I think that this is really cool here, and I think it's a great way to get those fresh new ideas out to market much quicker utilizing AI. However, it is important to understand, though, that if you want to use these tools as well as the NFT generator for larger collections and so much more, then you're going to need to purchase ChainGPT credits. Now, credits, this is a normal system that is utilized by practically every AI business because at the end of the day, it takes GPU or computational resources in order to provide these services, as useful as they may be. And because of that, in this case, ChainGPT, unlike a lot of projects out there, is at its core a real business. You can see here that there's a clear revenue model here for its services. And you can start by purchasing credits as low as 99 cents if you want to utilize these services. But the big thing you need to understand here when it comes to their core utility token, CGPT, is that if you want to purchase AI token services within the platform with CGPT, you enjoy a 15% discount. So at the end of the day, they're encouraging people to utilize CGPT as a utility token within the platform in order to access AI services. 50% of all CGPT that's utilized for AI services gets burnt, shortening the supply and essentially meaning that as you have broader adoption of the AI services from ChainGPT, the token should generally benefit from it. So I think that this is really cool here. If you guys want to experiment with it, definitely give it a try, but you can also use fiat on-ramps or other amounts of crypto. Luckily, I've already got a good amount of crypto here, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back here, and I wanna demonstrate actually generating a smart contract. So let's go ahead, we'll click on that. And I'm going to go ahead and type out what I want for my smart contract. I want to generate a smart contract for a new ERC20 token called DataDash with the symbol data. And I want it to have a supply of 100 million tokens. So we go ahead, send that off, and there we go. So it's starting to spit out our smart contract that's adherent to Solidity version 0.08 on the Open Zeppelin library. We can see that it has the contract name here, token symbol, the amount and the supply, and we even get a text description here as well. kind of giving us some actual details, in this case, around the token itself. So I think this is really cool here that we just got this generated here in a matter of a couple of seconds. I can, if I'm looking to become a more advanced Solidity developer, learn how to generate simple smart contracts or tokens, but I can even get more advanced with it as well. I can give it particular properties, etc. However, though, let's go ahead and say that I'm happy with my contract. I most importantly now want to make sure it's ready for deployment. So I can select the Smart Contract Auditor tool, go ahead and paste the smart contract code that was generated, and then we're just going to give it a moment to see what it generates and lets us know about that smart contract. Alrighty, so we can see here that it not only did a solid review of the contract, bringing up some really good points here, the fact that we're using the correct version of the Open7 library, the core details around how the contract is functioning, such as the name and symbol, initial supply, and decimals. But along with that as well, it's bringing up that we didn't include any custom functionality or permission functions. So again, it's reminding us here that we built a relatively simple contract. And above all, if we wanted to improve on it, we can add some new functions like a minting function, implementing access control, allowing us to add more modifications to it. This is what a lot of meme coins or various ERC20 tokens will do. So it is important at the end of the day to understand that there might be room for improvement for our new DataDash token. Above all, though, I think this is really cool here. And it helps me to do something that would have taken probably a certified Solidity engineer back, say, a year or two ago in just a couple of seconds and for a couple of cents. So this is a really big deal here when it comes to maybe exploring the development of new ideas and not having to be a programmer in order to do it, or at least at a minimum to get an idea off the ground and try things out. Now, this kind of brings me again back to the point here before we dive into some of the additional services that I think ChainGPT at the end of the day is not really a speculation project. It's something that at the end of the day is a real business. And having the ability to tap into their APIs and SDKs as a platform, accessing not just these smart contract tools, but some of the other ones we're going to dive into in just a moment, I think that at the end of the day, this gives CGPT, main token in this case, a really good foundation. And I think it's a big reason why, if you take a look here at the longer term trajectory over the last year, that there has been a pretty solid amount of demand coming in for CGPT, as well as a larger range of holders on Binance Smart Chain holding the token. So again, at the end of the day, for me, I like utility tokens when it comes to a strong use case. We've talked about this with Render and a lot of other projects out there in the crypto space, that when it comes to DePIN or AI as a narrative, I look for projects that have really good use cases on their platform, and beyond that, a form in which allows the utility token to benefit from further adoption of the platform, or at a minimum give users a discount in this case when using it versus traditional fiat gateways. But another thing that's going to continue to drive adoption for the CGPT token is the ChainGPT Pad. This is the platform's own unique launchpad, which has already serviced over 22 unique early stage projects, focused on various narratives, some more close to home to ChainGPT like AI, infrastructure, and decentralized science, but even covering different niches like SocialFi, GameFi, and DeFi. And the great thing about this is it not only gives you early access, no matter if you're a small investor or larger investor, into a whole range of early stage projects, but beyond that as well, this is going to continue setting in demand for the CGPT token, as the more you have will allow you to get higher allocations in some of these early stage projects, many of which have produced some really solid results and are building actually interesting applications in GameFi as well as DeFi. Next up, I wanted to talk a little bit about NFT generation. Now, what's really cool here is that you can generate a non-fungible, unique NFT of any type that you'd like with their AI tool, but you can also generate collections as well. So then I thought it might be pretty cool to actually demonstrate this live. So I want to go ahead and showcase what it's actually like to generate an NFT art piece utilizing AI through ChainGPT. Now, I'll be the first to say here, guys, with all AI generation, it takes a bit of curtailing with getting your prompting right. And what's really great is that they do offer advanced features here, so you can add negative prompts for things you don't want to be featured in there, as well as certain traits that you want to make sure are in there. And that's really important if you're going to be doing a multi-NFT collection. So if you're trying to build something similar to a profile picture collection like the Bored Ape Yacht Club or the CryptoPongs or Chubby Penguins, or Pudgy Penguins, I got that wrong. So basically any of those types of collections, you're going to really want to make sure to get the prompting right. But let's go ahead here and type in something pretty cool. So I want to create like a sci-fi piece here. I want to create a space marine. So in this case, I want a space marine discovering a new planet. Let's go ahead and generate a unique single image NFT. Go ahead and click confirm. Alrighty, so after just a couple of seconds here, we've got a couple different variations of our prompt we provided, and I have to say they actually look pretty good. I can see a couple out here that are already standout pieces, like number 4, number 5, and number 1. And I have to say the really cool thing about this is that we provided a pretty generic prompt. So if you want to get more particular, if you want to add photorealism as a trade, or if you wanted to, for example, talk about it being on a particular type of planet with certain types of descriptive features, or if you wanted the AI generated art piece to include a space marine in a particular color outfit, etc., whatever you can think of, you can be more particular about it. But I really like this because basically once you find your NFT piece that you like, you can go ahead and click Mint NFT. You can give it a name here, token symbol, a description, and we can go ahead and actually mint it onto Binance Smart Chain. So I'm going to go ahead and type in Space Marine. The token symbol will be Marine, and we'll go ahead and give it a description. A Space Marine discovers distant planet. All right, so let's go ahead and mint it. All right, it looks like we've successfully minted our NFT on the Binance Smart Chain. And as we can see here on the Binance Smart Chain, we can see that the NFT was generated. So it's really cool to see from a couple of seconds, from prompting, choosing which one you like, and then clicking on generating it for really low cost. You can deploy NFTs for less than a few bucks and be able to deploy a custom art piece out there in the wild on a blockchain. I think that that's really cool compared to how long it took to do these kind of things a long time ago. Not to mention, just the streamlined process of being able to apply creative thought through AI is also a really cool vertical. But beyond what we already discussed, there are a couple other different features like the AI news platform where they generate AI articles focused on core topics going on in the crypto space and helping to shift through fake news and a lot of the clutter in the crypto space that can end up just being noise. But beyond that as well, they also have additional tools that I think will continue to improve and maybe offer more functionality over time, like their advanced AI trading assistant, which right now can help you to determine if any particular crypto that you're interested in has gone through any particular technical pattern. And they support a whole range of different cryptocurrencies here over various different time frames. So if you, for example, are interested in cryptocurrencies we discussed like stacks, which are around the Bitcoin infrastructure narrative, you can ask it to search for particular technical patterns over a given time window, such as double tops, double bottoms, etc. And it will generate a return of whether or not it's actually been through that technical pattern. So if you're looking for double tops in order to determine maybe if something is starting to top and pull back, or if you're looking for double bottoms for entries, as well as a whole range of different technical patterns, you can do that from within the platform. So I think it's a really cool start to something that could be even more powerful down the line as they start to offer even more AI capabilities as a trading assistant. But beyond everything we talked about here today, guys, my belief here is that AI as a trend is probably going to continue for some time. With the advancements recently in Sora, which is the new video generation model that came out of OpenAI, and a whole range of other models and tools coming out in the crypto space, I think that ChainGPT is positioned pretty well to benefit from that broader trend. And while there may be other AI projects out there, it'll be curious to see what ChainGPT does over the next couple of years to stay ahead of the curve, as it is a pretty competitive industry. I think that ChainGPT has planted its flag here in the crypto space to a large extent and has positioned itself well as kind of a front runner towards building a lot of these tools to service very important needs like NFT generation as well as smart contract generation and auditing. And one of the biggest staples of the project for me is its focus on making the utility token tied to the platform to a large extent by offering that 15% discount. Incentivizing people to utilize the token, 50% of which is going to be burned for any services utilized on the platform, definitely sets in a good baseline for the token and also showcases that they actually have a real business model here towards offering these streamlined AI services for very particular use cases. And as they build out that network of use cases, then, well, in that case, CGPT can benefit and also the users of the platform can benefit as well. So that's it for today's review, guys. If you happen to enjoy it, consider dropping a like. I definitely think it's a project to keep on your radar, but let me know what you think down below in the comments, whether you got some good thoughts to say, or maybe some important questions or criticisms as well. Want to get a discussion going as always, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day wherever you are, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.